how did this begin? It began with John Stamos.
Did it? Yeah, it did.
Of Full House fame. He was Uncle Jesse.
I think people know who John Stamos is.
I don't think they do, Elizabeth. I think I should go through all the films he's been in.
Can you even name one?
Let me see. That's a real contest. Can I name one John Stamos film? I'm stalling for time. No, I can't. I don't know a single film. Didn't matter. We all loved him as Uncle Jesse. Yes. And he's done fine. He did those Greek yogurt commercials.
So John Stamos was talked about, and then we discussed what would you trust John Stamos to do?
Yeah, what would you trust John Stamos to do? And we began it with, would you trust John Stamos to watch your dogs while you were away for the weekend?
And I said yes.
You said maybe.
Okay, the only reason I said maybe is because he's kind of a ladies' man, and, like, I feel like he'd accidentally forget. Like, I don't think it'd be malicious or he's, like, lazy or a bad person. I just think he'd, like, meet a lady and then go out to dinner, and then he'd, like, bring her back to his place. And then the next morning, he'd be like, crap, I forgot to feed your dog. Like, it wouldn't be anything bad. And I'd be like, my dog's fine. Don't worry about it. I've asked Christina Ricci. You know, like...
Interesting imagined friendship.
Yeah.
I would just, I think if he met a lady, he probably met her at, like, the dog park, taking your dog to the dog park.
That's nice of him.
And either he forgot your dog at the dog park.
Would you trust him to watch your dog?
He brought the lady home to your home, and he let the dog watch.
Ew, John Stamos isn't like that. He might be.
Would I trust him? I trust him?
But I would trust John Stamos to make me a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And I think he knows how to pair wine really well with whatever you're eating.
He would know flavor balances,
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the game.
Yes.
We choose a celebrity out of a hat that we just wrote up.
Yes.
And then we say what we would feel comfortable having them do for us.
Not to us.
Not
we
to
would
us.
Trust them to
this is
do,
not a sexy game.
And what we would not trust them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Elizabeth's going to go first.
Oh, okay.
This is the bag.
I wrote this. Okay. This one's dual.
It's a two-parter.
So it's TPain and Lil Wayne. I don't know if they're actually friends in real life.
They're very
both
different.
Rappers.
They're very different.
Yeah, but I think they're both good people. So in this situation, they have to work together on something for me. You know what I would trust them to do? I would trust them to pick a paint color for my front door.
Front door specifically.
For front door. Yeah, not for my room.
For kitchen?
Kitchen.
I feel like I would trust TPain. I wouldn't trust Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm like, sorry, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne would pick a great paint color for my basement. But not the kitchen.
If it was like a cool hangout place.
But together, I think they could bring their great minds together to pick a front door color. I really do.
Okay. Interesting.
I think they do well.
Interesting. My turn?
Yes.
Oprah.
Ooh.
The one and only. The one and only Oprah Winfrey.
Yikes.
Now, Oprah's a powerful woman.
Yes.
She has a lot of connections. She's one of the most connected women in the world.
We know who Oprah is.
Dude, I feel like with each of these, I need to give you a history.
But you don't, and she doesn't even have a last name. That's how powerful she is.
Because of these connections. That's what I'm thinking.
In all of these scenarios, we're somehow fairly friendly with them. So
I would take Oprah with me if I was gonna buy like a used car.
Yeah.
Because I think she'd be really good at like talking to the salesman. She'd give me a really good deal.
Yeah, I was saying I would have her write my kids like college rec, but she doesn't even like she didn't even need to put her name as Oprah on there. I just think she'd write a beautifully worded letter. Yeah. But she should put her name on there. That's gonna get my kid in college. But
I want my kid to go to our local community college.
Oprah, help me out. You're at lunch with her, and you're like, can you write him a letter? And she's like, also, can you come with me to get a car? And she's like, look under your seats.
She's like, it's a recommendation letter with car keys.
With the car keys. That's how good of a friend she is. Paul Rudd. I've talked about this one because I love Paul Rudd. I would trust Paul Rudd to plan a zoo day. Start to finish. Like, I'm like, Paul, we're going with the kids to the zoo tomorrow. Get everything together. And
Like, plan the route through the zoo?
yeah, like, where we're going to go. What part of the, like, by the penguin exhibit are we going to eat lunch? He's got to pack the SPF, the baby bonnets. Like, everything we would need for a great, effortless day at the zoo. Enough cash and to get the kids snow cones, but not too much sweet, because then they're going to puke later in the, like, panda exhibit. I think he'd be great at it. I wouldn't trust him to, like, get the car washed if I asked him. I feel like that's something he'd keep forgetting every day. He'd come home, the car would be dirty. I'd be like, Paul.
Are you married in this scenario?
Here's the thing. I was, like, trying to, like, act like we're friends, but yeah, we're married and have children.
What are the name of your children? In 5, 4, 3, 2. Name and ages.
Samantha, 7. Sammy, we call her. That's why I struggled. I normally call her Sammy. And Paul Jr. We call him PJ.
That's actually pretty cute.
And he's 4. PJ Rudd.
And does he have glasses?
Yeah, he has glasses.
Little kids
Baby
with,
glasses.
kids with baby glasses.
He has glasses, and Samantha really likes different species of dinosaurs. She can name some of them. Got good kids. But he won't wash the damn car.
Taylor Lautner.
Ooh.
Now, interesting thing about my thoughts on Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
I feel like I've rediscovered Taylor
He's
Lautner.
come alive again.
Not like for Hollywood.
No,
Like, I didn't like introduce him again to the world, but I introduced him to myself again.
No, he seems delightful, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like I would trust him a lot.
Yikes. Like what?
With my life.
Well, like...
No, I would trust him to like
big
I would
responsibility.
trust him to pick up a like grandma
Whoa.
and bring her to like the Super Bowl party. You know?
He'd be good at that.
Like, assuming he's met my grandma before. Not like
doesn't
just like
even-
a strange man. My grandma's like, who are you? What are you
well,
doing
he's
here?
her friend, and she's met
Yeah.
Taylor. She's like, love Taylor. Grandma Taylor's coming to get you. Yeah.
And she's like, thank goodness, because I only want him.
Our grandmother does not sound like that.
Take off your shirt.
Grandma didn't want to see Taylor's
No,
body.
Grandma wouldn't say that. I'm sorry, Grandma. She would like a Hummer, though.
Yeah, Taylor Lautner would buy her a Hummer. But
Yeah.
I weirdly wouldn't trust him. I feel like he would
I think
come
he
to
would-
the I think he'd pick up grandma, but then be like, hey guys, sorry, I gotta go help another friend. And then he like is gone for 2 hours. And he like
Yeah.
misses the party.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's thoughtful, but then he just like...
I wouldn't
he's-
rely on him to be the life of the party.
And he's hard, and he doesn't say no.
Yeah.
So then he's like, a lot of people are using him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tay.
But, Taylor, can you still pick up my grandma?
We picked up grandma as well.
Can you take grandma home?
I know you just got here and you're eating pizza, but can you take her home now? Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Before your next slice!
Yeah, that's a good one.
The one, the only, Steve Buscemi.
I would trust him with a lot.
I would trust him with too much, probably. And it would bite me in the
I
eye.
feel like he could talk you into trusting him more and more.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust him to, like, drop me off on time to, like, school or, like, soccer practice.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think he could.
Yeah, you at soccer practice.
I don't think he could drop me off at soccer practice, mostly because I don't go to soccer practice. You know what? Something I feel like he'd be like, got it, can handle it, is like, you ask him to, like, cut up some fruit and organize it nicely on a plate for, like, an event,
See, I'm the opposite.
like a party.
Would not trust him to do that.
You wouldn't trust him with a melon baller?
I think I would give him the fruit, but hey, can you put this out nice? I wouldn't even say cut because I would think, oh, everybody knows to cut it. And then I come in to the room and he just placed them throughout the room. And he's like, I put them out nice. And he doesn't get it. That's my problem with Steve Buscemi. He doesn't
I trust he would do it if I told him very specifically.
Yes, exactly. Like,
but I guess that's not really trust, is it?
No, you don't trust him. So in conclusion,
I don't trust Steve Buscemi.
I don't really trust
but I
him.
think he would make me feel like I trust
But
him.
I would have him at every single party.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi's just handing out melons. Because he thinks they're party gifts. Ooh, Quentin Tarantino.
What?
Oof.
Here's the thing. I have a lot of respect for him. But I also kind of want to just, like, punch him in the nuts.
The nuts, the face, the nuts, the face.
Or not even punch. I just think I would get creeped out if I was in the same room. That's weird. But I think I'd leave the room.
So you would have to trust him to do something that wasn't near you.
Yeah. Like, I would... The minute Quentin comes in. Like, hey, Quentin, could you go grab those napkins for me?
But he's a bit much.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's just, like, extreme all the time.
I would definitely trust him to choose, like, the music for the party.
See, I wouldn't.
Have you ever heard his soundtracks, though?
Yeah, those are amazing, but, like, my parties, I want We Found Love by Rihanna. I don't want, like... I'm doing an upscale cocktail party. Quentin can pick the music.
No, I'm doing a kickback.
No.
Kickback.
You want one of those kickbacks with Quentin? Like, talking in the corner, breathing heavily. I don't want that at all. In conclusion, I just wouldn't be friends with him. So I don't think I'd really trust him with much. But I would never be mean.
Like you are now.
I would never say this to his face.
Quentin, if you're listening.
We're sorry, Quentin. Maybe he's great. Maybe he's
I'm not
cool.
sorry. Paul Giamatti.
Yes.
Now, we discuss Paul Giamatti a lot.
Often, because we love him.
We love Paul Giamatti.
Water Horse. John Adams. Just a couple of my faves.
Sideways.
Those commercials where, like, they treat him like shit. You seen those ones?
No.
It's like he's Paul Giamatti, he's playing himself, and they, like, are kind of giving him crap about his, like, appearance.
Aww.
No, it's not as sad. It's funny. They're funny.
It's really sad.
Not his appearance, his, like, headshots.
I would trust Paul Giamatti to, like, help me study for a test.
Yeah, I bet he'd be delightful at that.
Specifically, geography or geometry.
I wouldn't trust him with geometry,
He's good with the geos. Geology, not his strength, but he's pretty good.
I think he'd be great at geography. I think he'd also be good at history. John Adams.
Because he played John Adams.
Only
Only John Adams history.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I'd also trust him to, like, if I drop money, he'd pick it up and hand it back to me. Wouldn't pocket it himself.
Is he your friend in this scenario, or is he just, like, behind you randomly, a stranger on the street?
I think the real Paul Giamatti would give my money to me. And if I was a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Friend Paul Giamatti
Would steal it.
maybe would steal for a second and be like, hey, can I borrow some cash? You know, like, playful. We're not together, though.
Has to specify that because if you'd seen her expression when she said, hey, can I borrow some cash? It implied that they had an intimate
It
relationship.
did imply that we were flirting, but I would not flirt with Mr. Giamatti. I wouldn't. So, yeah.
Senor Giamatti.
I think he seems just like a delightful human being. I would trust him to help me pick a lamp for a room. Like, tied the whole room together. I think he'd be good at it.
TPain, you got the door. Giamatti, you got the lamps.
Lil Wayne's in the basement.
Lil Wayne's got the basement.
Like, the basement, I just want to go back.
You've got the paint.
Tarantino's
music.
not at this party, no.
Taylor Lautner, where is Grandma?
Where is Taylor? He left. Everyone's here. Drew Barrymore. I love her.
I might take her, if we were close enough, I might take her wedding dress shopping with me. With other people.
Whoa.
Because, like, she would add the whimsy.
She would be like, where's you in this dress? She would ask that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just great. I would trust her for almost anything. I'd let her water my plants, take care of my cat. Yeah.
I'd let her.
She's been begging me for weeks. But, yeah, I just think she'd be a great addition to our friends.
Brad Pitt. I'm gonna be honest, Mr. Pitt. I don't really trust you.
Is this after recent events, though?
I think it's always. What task would I give him that I would trust him with?
Like you can be very simple.
Yeah.
Hem those pants.
No, I would trust a Hemsworth with that. You get it?
I hate puns.
We're gonna cut that.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. I trust him to like fix my dryer or something.
No. I don't think I think he'd pretend he knew how to do it, and then he would fuck your dryer up.
But then he'd feel bad he'd buy me a new one. That's what I really wanted the whole time. So, Tom Hanks. You don't like Tom Hanks, right?
I don't want to be misrepresented here.
I love Tom
I feel like...
And I find him attractive and you don't.
Well,
young Tom Hanks, let's be fair.
I feel like he has such a large head.
Yeah, he does. But I think that's kind of what makes him cute.
It's like a watermelon with some hair stuck on it.
You're mean. Kind of, though.
Tom Hanks, I don't dislike Tom Hanks. I just feel like we hear a lot about Tom Hanks.
That's fair. I grant that. I would trust Tom Hanks, though. So, like, we're at a carnival. And I'm like, oh, I'm hungry, you're hungry. I would trust him. I'm like, hey, can you get us some food? I wouldn't have to say what. He would just know. He'd come back with a hot dog.
No, he'd be...
And a funnel cake. Like, he'd get the good stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I think he'd come back, but he'd be like, oh, yuck. He's goofy in this scenario. He'd come back with a goofy hat and a pickle popsicle. That's what he'd come back with.
Tom Hanks would never.
Pickle popsicle. Now, Colin Hanks...
Oh, yeah. Colin Hanks is cute.
I trust more... I think I would trust Colin Hanks with more things than Tom.
What? We can't even... Let's not even discuss this anymore. We're obviously going to butt heads. Tom Hanks, come to a carnival with me. We'd have a blast. Tess can hold hands with Colin Hanks on a Ferris wheel.
Don't come unless you bring Colin.
Zach Galifinakis. He would be a person that I knock on his door. We're good friends. He's with his wife. I think he has kids. I didn't do anything illegal. Like, I actually didn't do anything wrong. But for whatever reason, the police are chasing me. And I'm like, hey, can I hide in your house?
Who did you murder?
I didn't murder anyone. It's a setup. Tom Hanks set me up.
I told you!
We were friends.
Did you?
Like, he would...
No, just answer me one thing. Was it Colin?
It was Colin. I killed Colin. Thanks. No, I think he'd be the friend that, like, you're down on your luck, you could stay at his house for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think he'd be really nice about that. And vice versa. I don't think he'd want to stay at my house.
You can sleep under my bed, Zach.
Zach.
There's a lot of spiders under there.
But yeah, I think he seems like a responsible, nice person.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be fun. Betty White.
Ooh.
I don't know if people know this, but I hate her. I don't like Betty White. I hate dirty old ladies. I don't like that shtick. It bothers me for some reason. I think she can be funny. She's obviously extremely talented. I've never seen Golden Girls. She could be great. I saw her in Mary Tyler Moore. She was pretty good in that. But she's pretty old. She's getting up there. So honestly, I would just trust her to, like, remember who I was when I walked into her room. But other than that, nothing. I just don't.
We're going to the bowels.
The bowels of the beast.
J-Lo. J-Lo.
Did you read?
J-Lo. J-Lo.
I'd have mimosas with J-Lo. And I would ask her skin routine.
Yeah.
Because she has beautiful skin.
She puts on that diamond lotion, doesn't she?
I don't know. And if that's what she recommends, then I can't do it. But I'd be like, thank you for your rich person advice. George Clooney. I also wrote George Clooney, Serena Dublay's George. Also, I'm not his number one fan either. But I think he's talented. I think he's nice enough. I'm glad that he like waited to marry and then he married like a classy lady. It seems. But I
would
think
definitely,
he would
if like George Clooney was my dad.
Ew.
I would, because I'm a little baby. I'm a little baby teen. I would definitely trust him to have like input on our senior prank.
He would be fun at that. Yeah, he
He'd be
seems
so
like he's
good
a
at
fun
that.
guy.
He'd be so good at that.
That's about it. George is done.
Yeah, George. I want to do Javier Bardem. Beautiful man. Also with a very large head. I would trust him. I would trust him to teach me how to like scuba dive.
Oh.
Like even if he didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he certified?
He's not. He's really not.
I bet he's a quick learner though.
Yeah. I think he would learn and then he would teach me.
I would trust him.
I feel so safe. Yeah. In like his hand. Because his hands are so big.
I feel like we've shifted from the doing things for and then doing things to thing. And we're not going to talk about that. Have you ever done? Moby. Why are you laughing?
I don't know why.
The singer Moby?
The singer Moby.
I like him.
I like him. I don't know anything
He's weird.
about him.
I don't know a thing about him either. I don't know anything that his interests.
I only know the song Extreme Ways from the Born Identity.
Moby.
That's the name.
I'm not even answering it. Moby, because I know nothing about you, I would trust him to name my first child. He seems like a cool dude. That's about it, though.
Tyra Banks.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, her forte, like fashion photography, right? So, like, I would trust her to choose like my senior photo,
Or to
which
take
one
the photo.
Which one I'm smizing in?
Would you take the photo?
No. Anne-Marie took the photo. Our sister Anne-Marie took a photo in our bathroom downstairs.
So wait, you're saying from the shitty senior photos taken 9 years ago, Tyra Banks would choose which one?
choose the best one so I could put it on my LinkedIn profile.
Okay. You're using your senior photo for your LinkedIn?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why you're not getting jobs.
I'm wearing a jean motorcycle jacket.
Oh, I recall it distinctly.
With a denim curtain background.
Yeah, jean on jean.
Jean on jean.
Christopher Walken.
Everything.
I would trust him 100%. My kid's birthday party. Christopher. Order the cake. Choose the decorations. Choose what's written on it.
Is he related to it at all? I mean, is he an event planner?
He's a cousin.
He's a cousin. An elderly cousin.
He's like, okay, he's not related, but he's one of those like friends that like my kids call him like Uncle Christopher.
You know you're gonna have to do a Christopher Walken impression now.
I got the cake.
No,
I can't do a Christopher Walken impression.
no. When you get the
Rush. You went
the
Rush.
birthday cake.
Nobody can do Christopher Walken. I would trust him to bring me the cake, and it would look
This cake
excellent.
is for children. I can't do a Christopher Walken impression.
I didn't even think you were
This is
still
true.
trying.
I like him a lot.
And he'd bring a great cake to the party.
I would take him to shoe shopping with me if I had to buy shoes for my son's dance recital. Like, I don't need to wear special shoes. My son needs shoes.
Why is your son not there?
My son's taking tap lessons. He's at the lesson right now. He's borrowing the teacher's tap shoes. Christopher,
You're a shitty
these
mom.
are the times. I have a lot going on in my life, okay? I think this one's for Abby. Are you ready? Jake Gyllenhaal?
I wrote that one.
I wrote it too, so you got him on.
All of us wrote Jake Gyllenhaal.
You wrote it too?
I didn't. Yeah, what would you trust Jake Gyllenhaal to do? Other than with your life and eternal happiness.
My eternal happiness. You know, I don't know, because I feel like the choices he's... So I was a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal, like, in high school, and I thought he was doing very interesting and thoughtful movies.
Yeah.
And then I feel like he's kind of done more just like blockbustery things. So I don't know if the Jake Gyllenhaal I used to know and love is the same Jake Gyllenhaal.
Did Brokeback
now
Mountain come
exists.
out when you were in high school? And did you like
I
that?
think it did. Yeah.
Abby once
That was edgy.
retold me the entire plot of Brokeback Mountain.
I don't.
Did I?
Yes. In detail.
I don't think I need to know.
Well, now I know.
It's a good movie. He's a thoughtful actor.
There's a lot of movies I don't need to
Right.
see because Abby told me that.
See, why would he do a great movie like that and then do Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
Hey, controversial opinion.
He's-
I like Prince of Persia.
Yeah, but he's not Persian.
Exactly.
He's not.
So
Nobody in that film is.
No. I don't know if I trust his choices in movies.
Maybe it's not him though. Maybe his agent.
Sir Ben Kingsley's in that movie.
He is.
Stop trying to sell some Prince of Persia. It's a piece of shit.
But he's not Persian. So I don't think I would trust him if I was sitting and I was like, hey, let's watch a movie together. I would not trust him to pick out a good movie.
You know
For us
From
to
his own
watch.
filmography.
In general, maybe he used to have
Oh,
good
you don't
taste,
think
and now
he
he
has
has
good
just like,
taste?
I don't think he, yeah.
He'd be like, let's
Because
watch
It's a question of taste.
Must Love Dogs. Wait, I love that movie. I was thinking of Marley and Me. He's like, let's watch it for the third night in a row.
Jake, you cry every time. You cry in the credits, like the beginning credits. I've never seen Marley and Me. Is it?
It's sad.
The
I
dog
didn't-
dies, right?
I think so,
I
yeah.
got to it before the dog died. I was like, boring. And I just turned it off.
The dog's still alive.
The dog needs to die within the first 10 minutes, or I'm not gonna keep watching.
Which one's Marley?
Yeah.
I would trust him to give a good back rub, though. He's got some big hands. I feel like he would give a good back rub.
Ooh, Javier Bardem.
And Jake Gyllenhaal. Massage train.
I'm at the front of that train though because I have what's medically termed as claws.
No, you do not. I can't. I
She
purposely.
looked at your hands as she answered.
Yeah, it's like no wait.
I want to hear your guys' answers to Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. That was an interesting point about taste.
Thank you.
That's a very thoughtful answer.
Insightful. Excuse me.
Oh, speaking of poor taste,
I would trust Jake Gyllenhaal to be 2 blocks away on a hot summer day with my ice cream cone. He got me ice cream, and it would come, and it wouldn't even be dripping.
because he licked it.
He licked it. But he's a great friend. I would trust Jonah Hill to be Tessa's husband.
I would trust Jonah Hill to hold a baby bird for me.
The fuck?
In both hands. He can't hold it in one.
Oprah Winfrey. Jesus.
Like from Walking Dead?
No.
Our Lord and Savior. You know, if I say I don't trust him in something, lightning bolt. But like Jesus, like on the reels, build me a great coffee table. Like
That's where we're gonna end it, by the way.